Vehicles have height limits in the US, where one vehicle shall not exceed 13 feet 6 inches. Well, I decided to say screw it and break that law. In this video, I attempt to build the tallest vehicle in the game using a modded triple-decker bus body in the Steam workshop and copy and paste the bus deck fixtures thingies to maximize the height of this vehicle to my abilities. Hey guys, it's TRIZE here, and let's get on with our build. So with the panel material of this big ass bus body that we got going here as I go to free cam here, so we got the bus itself, one of the deckers, and this bad boy right here breaching the freaking roof of the garage for up in here. So ignoring that, let's choose a panel material. Let's pretty much just screw around with this build. We're going to be using carbon fiber for a monocoque type of chassis, also made out of carbon fiber to reduce as much weight as possible. The engine placement, front longitudinal, we'll try this out with a maybe double wishbone up front and multi-link in the rear. And pretty much just plus 15 for virtually everything. So for the engine right here, I might as well reuse the smallest, most torque engine, the V16 right here. See that I rarely reuse my most powerful engines, my most torque engines, and all that good stuff. It makes almost 1,500 horsepower and almost 850 pounds-feet of torque at 713 cubic centimeters. I mean, just look at this bad boy. You gotta really zoom in to see this engine, to see the 71% of a liter of this engine that we got here. 45mm bore, 28-stroke. You can't get an engine like this in the real world. So for the drivetrain of this bus, I might as well just do it for the heck of it to get everything going, all good stuff. Let's try out the all-wheel drive platform with a dual clutch 7-speed, I guess. Even though AMT's aka sequentials are a bit of a mid in real life. Let's top speed this bad boy. 391 miles an hour. 400 will do. Now for the tires. Let's see how the semi-slicks work up in here. Might as well have to do the body morphing. So, body morphing. Looks kind of awkward already. Alright, back to tire width for the front and back, each set to 395mm. Might as well keep the 26-inch rims, 1,000mm diameter tires, and for the sake of weight, just keep these at a steel rim material for the sake of reality. For the brakes, you know it's gonna be a pain in the ass to stop with this bus, so might as well be semi-realistic. Let's try out some, maybe Venedis 6-piston for the sake of reducing brake fade and all that good stuff. Same thing with the back, this will be a 4-piston, still the back's brake size. For the under tray, well, this is a bus for crying out loud with, oh, forgot this is my headers that I used for the thumbnail off of that V16 video. Since everyone wants to see how red these headers are and all that good stuff, let's tell the world that we don't have an under tray whatsoever so we can see all this go off. And the brake airflow, maybe a 35 will do. And for the interior, it's the best we could do up in here with these seats and this red colored seats, like red legit automotive paint up in here, folks. I guess just 2x2 seats everywhere, some regular 2x2 seats. Basic interior and maybe an AM radio only, standard AM radio. So the driver had safety aids and all good stuff. So for the steering, let's try out the hydraulic ball type of steering with just traction control and ABS brakes only with standard, let's do standard 2010 safety standards. And lastly, for the suspension, since like the usual, like my previous school bus video building such a bus like this, we'll choose the good old air type of suspension as per usual with 22 dampers and passive sway bars. Start off with normal preset to see what it's like, and we are at a straight line. We're straight, folks. So not really much on the over and under steering, correct? No, the car tends to oversteer and terminally oversteers. What if I plus 15s? Will it work or no? Not a damn thing. Damn, the front brakes are terrible up in here, so 150% of the brake force. Still terrible. But the rear brakes are a bit OP, so let's just full-blown race pad type this, and it appears it ain't working whatsoever. Alright, 20% brakes. Fair enough. And my golly, has things changed with the top speed graph, so I did adjust this to almost 450 miles an hour according to the top speed graph here, the estimated top speed. And we got a 0 to 62, it estimates, in 24.6 seconds of a top speed of 289 miles an hour, I believe. That is terrible. I'll probably do the same thing in BeamNG.drive. So anyways, I might as well just build a bus right here as so in a time-lapse design of me just build a bus with the exterior and also try to build as many layers of the little double-decker, this and that decker fixtures and keep stacking and stacking and stacking and stack it till we get to the frickin' atmosphere, to the moon. as much as possible by stacking as much fixtures on top of this bus here. So let's first create the exterior design of this vehicle and then start the stacking, which will start right now. So for the design of this bus, like I said, I started with designing the bus in general, which is fairly basic. For the front, I cycled through a handful of headlights to see which ones were suitable for this build. Seeing I was having trouble finding a good pair, I decided to design the main grille instead. It uses this large grille fixture consisting of these chrome bars to add some detail to the front. Going back to the headlights, I ended up settling with these elliptical headlights. For the bus's touring company, I added the Pangea touring livery located on the sides and the rear of the bus. All I did was plaster a black background and add the Pangea logo on top of it. Capping off the back end, I added some basic rectangular taillights with a single exhaust pipe protruding from the right rear portion of the bus. Now for the stacking part, it took roughly an hour to stack every single double-decker fixture on this bus. What I did was that I grabbed the fixture and resized it to conform to the bus's roof. Then, I duplicated the fixture by holding down Shift and clicked on any of the arrows to duplicate that fixture. Next, I moved each fixture by 320 on the Y-axis listed in green, which is the middle value of the X, Y, and Z coordinates, like moving a fixture or something like that. Now comparing to what I got versus Twin Turbos, who made a tall bus a couple years ago, kinda like what I'm doing right here. Here are a couple of screenshots from his video showing how tall his bus was based on the camera's position compared to my camera position. As you can see, there's a stark difference between them. So after getting everything done with this build, here's what it came out. This is the quote-unquote 1956 Bus Company of England SkyDeck. This successor to the company's X-Deck bus from 2 years ago blows it out of the water. There are a total of 1,152 deck levels on this bus, making it the tallest vehicle on record. Let's hope this will be practical despite the height restrictions that exist in real life depending on what state you are, what country you are, or this and that. Alrighty, so finally I got this but tall ass bus right here, complete up in here. Not so, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily I didn't export it in this condition here, so let's get the back and there we go. Now the bus should be complete up in here. Yes, we're good. So despite that little hiccup, let's get ready to export this bad boy right up in here. But before we do so, despite these problems that we got going here, such as the engine is knocking, the front brake force being too low, some quality issues, a tendency to oversteer and terminally oversteers, the rear brake force being too high, the pistons experiencing some high torque loads, some semi-stuck tires, and the rear tires are wide. Let's see if this thing can work and actually spawn in BeamNG.drive right now. Well, god damn it, just spawning in and we got the engine nuking itself. What do we got over here? Okay, 500 times slow-mo. Does something happen like with the engine itself? Or the body and the engine itself? Do we have to like upscale to like something bigger or what? Is my most torquiest miniaturized engine 700-ish cc's? Is it that good for this type of vehicle or what? Now the engine's hanging over. And what is this right here? I've hired a half shaft? Yep, so the engine goes mental and all that. Kinda really sucks if I were to change the engine or whatever, re-export this. I gotta pretty much wait like another 10 minutes for just to export the car again in automation. So let me upscale to a different engine. Okay, so what if instead I were to swap this out for my most powerful Boxer 6 engine as a version 4.2.42 in my recent videos of where I reclaim my engine records, making a little over 5,600 horsepower, 3,300 pounds-feet of torque, and at 5 liters. So let's try this engine and see if this one works. Okay, despite that, it now runs, thank God. Can it accelerate? Maybe not. Maybe not Volume 2. Maybe so Volume 3. It's just the impact detected stopping car prompt will get in the way. I might as well have to drop the safety standards just entirely for this, maybe. So anyways, despite that, let's see if this is capable, this big-ass bus that we got going here, where we used to be going here? What the hell is going on with the... So if you look at it at a certain... What? You can look at it at a certain angle, and it's gone. Like, Donkey Kong. Literally, look at this. Oh, hi to UI. You got the bus just towering, boop, gone. It's just this damn thing just pulled a Houdini on us, like right this instant, it's pulled a Houdini on me. What if I rise up with the bus? Oh no. It's a bit on the jank side. That too. So let me think of a way to try to get the measurement of the bus here, seeing that the camera is a bit jank on me for how the vehicle is behaving. So let me do a measurement right here. Okay, so I'm at the world editor mode, but hitting F11. I flipped this bus purposely on its side here, pretty much like all the way on its side. So from this point to all the way outside the playground portion of the map here is the end point of the vehicle. If I have to guess, from right here to right here, and then here to over here, and then maybe another 800 feet more. This is like maybe 4,500 or 5,000 feet, which what is that in miles? So that's roughly almost a full mile, 0.95-ish, just round up to the nearest tenth. So let me think of another way to make this even more accurate. So coming up to the other car for reference, let me go up to the side here and line up right about here. So I managed to build a bus that's 1.1 miles long. What if I click on this? Will it, average speed, consumption? So 1.1 miles is we got here of how tall, quote-unquote tall in this condition, this bus is. So since the airspeed is going off, I don't think it is possible to do a 0 to 62 an acceleration test or a braking test up in here. Let's see if I can do a braking test. First of all, yeah, I don't think it's possible. See, airspeed 12 miles an hour, but I'm sort of at a dead stop here. How? So let's just say screw it and tip on our sides. Well, since we can't crash this damn bus at these little pillars right here, I might as well test out further by going to a time trial run right this instant. So here we are at the map of the automation test track, and I don't know if we're going to be going past this little walkway bridge here, so if it's possible, it's going to be only one lap around the main racetrack circuit of this here map here. So let's see here, let's get ready to start things off here in 3, 2, 1. It's not possible. Damn it. Alright, we got ourselves free there. What happens if I just go? Damn, pedestrian bridge in the way. Yep, this is why height restrictions exist in the real world, as this tall bus can't, fit whatsoever. Well, let's try a different one. Alright, let's switch this up. Hopefully there's not going to be any bridges anyway at the Lakeside Park Raceway circuit. It's been a hot while since I used the track here, so it's a rolling start, one lap, so ready, go. Screw yourself. Yeah, seriously, go screw yourself. Alright, we got a simple left-hander. Oh boy, this is going to be a pain in the ass and a huge challenge to make a harrowing right turn. As long as we take it slow like it's a semi-truck with a trailer that's currently attached to it. Oh no. Jesus. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality. Gangsta. Told it's gonna be a pain. Alright, first lap we go. Make the left-hander at 100 miles an hour. Was that the shadow of my bus just appearing out of thin air? Damn, son. I mean, this could pretty much block out the sun, or block an airplane that's just simply trying to land at the nearest airport. Look at the frickin'... No, how about this? Will this be solid? No, but we're two-wheeling. I'm about to say, that shadow is just quite daunting how it's just appearing and suddenly disappearing like a half-second later as it glitches through the damn matrix and all that. Oh, God. Through the tire! We're good. I thought we tipped over something. But we killed the engine by just going through a fence. Nice. Alright, it took me several attempts just stay in a straight line to get myself to complete this time trial of a 1 minute 27 seconds, 829 milliseconds as I go through the wall. damn near through the wall as we fly over as we're in first place compared to my second place car, which is it? Oh no, the goddamn Racer, which I don't think I have from the previous channel banner on my Mr. Jack and Triple Zero days back in what? 2021, July 26, 2021, so about 2 years ago. Damn. So, free roam right now. What will happen here? Engine is still alive, we're on our side, and will it do, just spin in circles? Sort of, until it gets sucked into the ground. So anyways, just to cleanse its mind up in here, let's go to the map of good old Leap of Death to really, where is it at here? Leap of Death, so I could really drop off this mile-long vehicle down the embankment, down to the pond, and all that good stuff, to see what it's like getting I don't want to say high-speed crash this look, but a death-defying crash. So I'll take it to the top right now. Alright, so we're just a little over a mile in the sky. Pretty much how tall this bus is, a little over 5,400 feet, probably 56 or 6,000-ish, converting it to feet. So let's see here. Will it drive? That is a question. Like the Will It Blend show. Yes, it does. Don't endo, please. Impact detected. Yep, I should have turned off the safety. I should put the safety factors to a none in automation. I still can't go. Really? Now I can. So, almost 80 miles an hour up the ramp as we are pretty stagnant. Oh my god. I just like how long this bus is to the point where, let's slow it down, to the point where the roof is almost touching like the other sides of the quarry rocks or whatever like that of this damn pit here. So 50 times slow-mo, let's speed us up to a 16, stop 50. So how does 50 times do right here? While it's upside down, or on its side, with unbreakable fixtures. So yeah, kids, this is what unbreakable fixtures looks like. Your body is a little more indestructible as that is going to glitch out. So let's speed us up a little bit to, what is it, 8 times? Yes, into full time. Alright, engine's dead. I might as well just full time it all the way into splash. Are we gonna go in the pond? I think we are. So, splash we go. No resistance whatsoever. That was kind of a boring-ish crash. It's just one hit, and boom, we're in the pond. So let's take this to some flat land and see if this thing behaves going to flat land. Alright, so here we are at flat land with the bus now disappeared. Not anymore. So the bus in this condition. Well, it still did a pretty good job with the fixtures staying in place with the Force Unbreakable Fixtures tab enabled, which is kind of rare for me to do so. So we got that, we still got the bus that's hella glitched out because of the collision, and not only that, we got the engine, our Boxer 6, the most powerful Boxer 6 has a version 4.2.42 for my Reclaiming the Records video. It's pretty deformed with the turbochargers, the intercooler, the fuel systems, the block, and everything else in general with this engine mesh here, damn. So yeah, elsewhere about the bus, underside's destroyed, rear side's destroyed, all the decks that we got here and the front elsewhere are destroyed. So the successor to the frickin' X-Deck by the same manufacturer, the Bus Company of England here, the X-Deck was a 10-decker bus, and the SkyDeck and I don't know decker bus. All matters that it breaches the 1 mile mark of how tall this bus is. You could pretty much just fit like a whole population of like your own town or something like that into this bus, but be aware, as you've seen throughout this video, it is pretty top heavy, so don't do some high-speed maneuvering or taking some tight corners or whatever, because all hell will break loose. So kids, just in general, stay away from a bus like this, even though it breaks the freaking record to the most tallest bus, the tallest vehicle in automation and BeamNG history, with pretty much proof of it being this tall. And for those who are interested in this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos like this in the future. So this is TRIZE rising up and signing out.